Daniel, are you there? All right, this could be the two of us. All right, because that's right. Because didn't David make like a bet that he would be with us if he like finished in the top 10 in the cup race or something? I think that's what it was.
Hello and welcome to our race at Martinsville. We've had the past 2 weeks off. It's been pretty interesting. Today's race is for 125 laps presented by Armstrong Racing. Joined in the booth today with myself and Taylor. Taylor, how you doing tonight?
Doing good, Daniel. It's actually 175 laps tonight.
Oh, well that's good,
I just asked for 50 more laps of excitement and close fender to fender banging out there.
right? All right, so we've been off for 2 weeks in this series. To get you guys back up to speed here, Daytona, we had Jeremy Hebel win, and then the next week at Atlanta, Jeremy won it again, and then at Vegas, Wade Hustad won it. The points right now, we have Jeremy Hebel in first, followed by Matt Kleinschmidt, Marvin Wingfield, Bradley Freeman, and Ryan Branches in fifth. So I'm sure the top five guys are really wanting to have a good showing tonight, and hopefully they can come out here and keep their tempers cool and put on a great show for the viewers.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. I'm just curious to see just how many tempers flare tonight and see how many drivers look to try to pay back somebody. But as far as this league, I mean, these drivers are pretty level-headed for the most part. They seem to they understand that racing accidents do happen, but you never know. But at Jeremy Hebel's #1 truck, he's got a different paint scheme. Right now, Spencer Tart, Matt Kleinschmidt, Dakota Wilkins, David Wright, and Jeremy Hebel are the top 5 in practice so far. I want to try to pull in somebody to talk to.
Yeah, let's go ahead and pull in Robert Armstrong real quick. See, I know he's on the track, but maybe he'll be willing to talk to us.
He's got a different paint scheme this week. Both he and Jeremy Hebel. He's got parties on his truck. Robert does. Hey, Robert Armstrong, it's Taylor in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Oh, you're looking good out there right now. You're 7th fastest so far. How's your truck feeling under you?
Well, it feels good. I really hope this goes green because I'm really going to be able to make up some ground.
Hey, your race team has sponsored us this entire week. Tell us a little bit about what you guys do out there on the track.
Yeah, it's really just me. It's just my local team. Sorry about that. I went to the corner there. I'm gonna pull off here in a second. Um, just a just a local track. They actually are shutting down this year. They're gonna run the drag strip, and that's gonna be all it is for sale. So I'm hoping that they find somebody that actually buys it and continues to make it a racetrack and doesn't tear it down and build like a shopping mall.
It's never any fun. Back in Ohio, we had a local track that went through an owner change, and when they were getting ready to shut it down, I ended up selling everything that I had, and they were talking about demoing the track. Luckily, someone bought it, and they were back out there running the end of the season, basically. So hopefully, you guys can find the same luck with that.
Yeah, I know my boys. They both. My youngest is itching to race bad. We went to Martinsville on Monday. I let him miss school, and he is definitely that's all he's talked about. That's for sure. So I'm hoping to put on a good showing for him tonight. I know I ran last night and was running 6 and just had a mental lapse and spun out and went 2 laps down and just had to keep on fighting. I did end up finishing 10th though.
Yeah, yesterday you ran that Cup Series. Do you think anything is going to translate tonight from yesterday?
Most certainly that throttle control, it's big in the cup car, and after running all those laps you get in this thing and it just feels like it's easier to drive.
Well, hopefully you don't go out there and burn them up too much, and you get to keep some throttle modulation. That way you don't rip up the rear tires. We'll be checking on your progress throughout the race. Hopefully we'll be interviewing you as top 3 at the end of the race. Have a wonderful time.
Well, I hope so. This is definitely one of my favorite tracks.
Well, Taylor, Winona, do you see Tart anywhere? Oh, I see him. I'm gonna grab him real quick. Is he on the track?
Now he's on pit road right now. Looks like it's a good time to want to pull him in real quick.
Hey, Spencer Tart, this is Dan in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, man, yesterday was a little bit of a heartbreak for you with that speeding penalty. What'd you take from yesterday that you're gonna use today, and how do you feel you're gonna fare out there tonight?
I think I got a good chance tonight. Fastest in practice right now. I'm pretty happy about the way it is. There's definitely a lot of grip out there. It's gonna be different than the way it was the other night, but I think we're gonna have a good night.
That's good to hear. Hopefully nothing bad happens to you. Just keep it calm on pit road, and we'll be looking forward to seeing you up at the front today.
Thank you, sir. Hopefully we get that win tonight.
Yeah, if there's any track that you can't afford any mistakes on pit road, it's definitely Martinsville. Because we certainly saw what happened to Spencer last night after he got his speeding penalty. It could be really costly.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those things you don't want to have at the back of your mind with a penalty, because it's always weighing on you and it's hard to bounce back, especially at one of these type of tracks where track position is everything.
Track position is absolutely vital because you want to have control of the race. You want to set the pace where you can control your tires as well as stay out in front of everybody, and most importantly, stay out of the mess. Especially since there's going to be, I think, 28 trucks in this field tonight. It's going to be quite crowded in the back.
Yeah, hopefully everyone, this is a track where you bump off each other quite a bit, so hopefully nobody gets too tempered out there.
I wonder how many of these drivers tonight are going to apply the Ted Christopher rule. The first bump, hi, I'm here. Second bump, you better get going. Third bump, I'm moving you right now.
I don't know necessarily if we'll see that too much. I mean, granted, there might be a couple times we see it, but I think that would be
Might see it
after.
later on in the late stages of the race.
Yeah, especially toward that end of it. You know. Yeah, you're right.
And hopefully we won't have any kind of fiasco like there was at the end of the Cup race last night with the scoring issues after that late wreck with Josh Coppernall and John Theodore and Chad Presnall. And
Yeah, I think that was a iRacing issue toward the end of that race. To have a caution that late, and then the field doesn't really have time to get going, so catch up to the pace car. It kind of messes everything up. I don't foresee something like that happening here. I definitely think we're gonna get a couple good green flag runs in, and I hope that the caution at the end doesn't come out too close to the end to where we can see a pretty decent battle.
And the last two nights have been kind of similar to what the Cup race was on Sunday. There were only 4 cautions in the Monster Energy Cup race, and so far there was, I think, only 6 last night, and only a few of them on Monday as well. So these guys have been minding their manners quite a lot so far in the first 2 nights of this week.
Yeah, that is true. It's
Can't
definitely
say the same for the NIS races, though.
yeah. Well, this league's really getting to the point where they're calming down quite a bit, and that's good. It produces great racing for the fans. I know last season, the first season with the Cup Series and the DRL, the first couple races that I was in, and it was crazy. And then we calmed down. We got to know each other a little bit better, and now you're starting to see what these drivers are capable of after they've been out there and raced against each other for a few weeks. So racing is just going to get better from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely. So far we have 20 drivers who have put down a lap, and they've all within 0.8 of a second, first through 20th. Not kind of unexpected, not only for this field but at this track as well. Seen a lot of qualifying rosters, the field separated by not too much time, so be interesting what's the poll later on. Can we?
Hey, who's our? Isn't Hebel in the lead for points?
I believe so. Yes.
I know. I just said it, but I closed the window, so I lost it. I'm gonna see if I can find him. I know he's on track, but we'll see if we can yank him in.
Right now he's 6th on the board at a 23.13.
Hey Jeremy, this is Dan. I know you're on track. You got a couple minutes?
Sure.
Hey bud, you're leading the points coming in here after a 2-week off period. What do you think tonight's gonna hold for you?
Well, I think it's going to be probably mainly about survival. Been running quite a few laps here in practice, and the first handful laps are pretty good, but then the trucks are kind of getting loose, pushing, guys locking up the tires, going in the corners. So just keep my truck straight and keep it out of trouble is going to be the key tonight.
Hey, I'm gonna do something a little weird here. We're on board with you right now. When you come around to the start-finish line, walk us through a lap of what you're trying to do.
All right. Been kind of working on my braking points here, trying to figure out where to get it into turn 1 here. Seems to be kind of my worst one, but that was pretty good. Try to get to the bottom a little bit and then get back on the gas here, get out to the wall. I've been struggling a little bit with my entry on 3, but also doesn't help having a truck there, but keep it high and get back in the gas and keep it straight and pointing the right way.
Well, Yeah, the 28 didn't help too much into your turn 3, but that's definitely a nice insight on how to run this track here. And I'll be watching you. Hopefully, you can lead some laps tonight. Try to get that points lead going.
Yeah, hopefully more than just one.
Well,
That's right.
that number on your truck. I mean, for a while, that's what we thought what that number meant. Have a wonderful night, Jeremy.
All right, thanks.
Got quite a smooth ride going on there. He's put up 113 laps in this practice session so far. And
It's
right now
definitely-
we have Matt Kleinschmidt now has moved to the top of the chart with a 2014.
It's a pretty impressive lap time.
Epi and Spencer, the only ones to eclipse the 21 bracket. I think Jeremy used the best word for tonight as survival. It's going to be 175 crowded, grinding, hard laps.
I believe right now we have driver announcements going on. Could be a reason why there's hardly any trucks on the track. So we had 2 weeks off. We're coming here tonight, and then we're gonna have next week off, and then I believe, what's the next race after this, Taylor?
Milwaukee Mile, I believe.
Yeah, the Milwaukee Mile for 125 laps. I don't know if that's 100% correct. I know we're extending the laps quite a bit here, but that's gonna be going well. You know, Milwaukee kind of resembles a little bit of Martinsville in my theory of driving. What do you think? Have you ran Milwaukee yet?
Oh, I haven't, but I know what you mean. It's just basically kind of like a bigger Martinsville.
Yeah, it's got a little bit more banking, and it's a little bit more. Well, it's a lot wider, but you definitely have the two layers of asphalt, like a new layer and an old layer. So hopefully these guys will be able to take some of what they're learning here and translate it over there. But ultimately, we'll see in the long run, right?
Yeah, exactly. I'm pulling up the schedule real quick. And yes, it is 125 laps.
Under. Wonder how willing Ryan will be if I pull him in.
Ryan Branch, all right.
I go ahead and move him up here. Hey, Ryan Branch, this is Dan Hallis. I see you on track. You got a moment?
Yeah, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, pretty good. You're coming in here in fifth in points. How do you think you're gonna be able to do tonight?
I'm not too confident here tonight. I've had a couple mishaps already in practice. It's gonna be difficult, man. This definitely isn't one of my better tracks. I didn't get a ton of practice at it this week because the officials, honestly, they're very volatile, and the incident limit isn't really conducive to Martinsville. But I'm gonna do my best, man. I'm just gonna try to hang out, collect hopefully a top 10 and get a few points and try to maintain that 5th position at least.
That's it's definitely a good way to come in and try to get through unscathed, get a good points finish. How you feeling about Milwaukee?
Milwaukee, I'm excited about. That wasn't actually a track that's on the truck schedule. It was something that we added as a group of administrators. I think we added another race towards the end of the season at Charlotte that wasn't actually on the schedule. So I'm excited for Milwaukee. I can't wait to race there. I love the track. Definitely a little bit different than Martinsville is, and this is unlike any other race we've done so far this season. So these trucks they handle a little better than we've seen the last couple nights in the DRL. That being said, these guys try to drive them a little harder, so things are going to get interesting tonight.
Yeah, we're definitely looking for an interesting show. Hopefully you can keep your nose clean and salvage a decent finish tonight, Ryan. Have a wonderful race.
Thanks, man.
We got about 8 minutes left until qualifying. And Ryan Branch, one of the guys who does quite a lot of hard work for this league. Of course, he had announcing on Tuesdays with Zach Wetstein joined him in the booth last night, right?
Yes, Zach is. I'll tell you what, Zach's one heck of an announcer. He definitely compliments Ryan. Ryan compliments him. Hopefully, we'll see Martin back in the booth here in a little bit. He's currently in the States taking care of family business, so it's nice to see Zach step up into the booth and fill his shoes a little bit.
Yeah, he knows his stuff. It's a shame because I know for the B race on Monday, I think he was typing in on Discord about having some steering linkage problems, and I don't even think he was able to even start that race. So
yeah, that was definitely unfortunate. He was having technical issues, like you said, and didn't even make a lap. So hopefully he'll be able to rebound in the Grand National Series.
So right now, all but one driver who is currently in the session has posted a lap. The only driver who was not is Jason Schaefer. Actually, looking at him right now, he's currently not in, and hopefully he is able to reconnect before we get going.
You know, I was checking out some paint schemes here while we were loading up and waiting for the mark to go green. And I'll tell you what, this guy here, David Wright, has one of the coolest paint schemes I've seen on track right now. And I'm pretty positive that Triad Computers actually sponsors him to race. But that truck in those colors, I like it. I'm a little biased to it because Vermilion High School, that was our color, purple and gold. But the truck definitely looks sweet.
Yeah, you got quite a few slick paint schemes in here. I like that Sidarius, or not Sidarius Jackson. Oh, he's not in this race, that's right.
What truck you looking at? I'll throw it up there for everyone.
Dustin Eicher, that's who it was, with the old-fashioned Neil Bonnet paint scheme, number 7.
Yeah, that one's a classic.
As well as Kip Galloway right in front of him with the Bobby Allison 80s Miller High Life scheme.
Gonna have a battle of the beer cans tonight.
Yep, that's right.
Oh.
Ooh, that was close there.
Man, a little hard on the brakes there.
Oh, man. Spencer Tart, that was a close call as well.
What do you think the fuel window is for these guys?
Well, I believe, it's at 100, it's still at 100% fuel, isn't it?
Yes.
As far as I'm believe, maybe about 100 and, I don't know, just a rough guesstimate, about 130 or so.
Be pretty impressive. I think we were 105 in the cup race last night. I don't know.
I'll tell you what I'm looking forward to see if what some of these drivers if they tend to employ the strategy of doing it like a road course, since you'll be able to make it on one fuel stop. Like once you get in your window, if the caution falls at the right lap, come in then and not have to come in again to refuel. So, because we know how important track position is here. These guys have been out here quite a while. I wonder how much. Hopefully, they'll be able to lay quite a bit of rubber down on the track and able to get some grip in these tires once they run a while. If we end up having long green runs, which the past couple of nights, that's what's happened. So.
Well, I definitely foresee a long green flag run at one point in this race. If they get spread out enough, then we'll see it. But if they end up door to door stuck next to each other, that's when typically we have a little bit of an issue. So, kind of hoping they string out just a little bit. Still want to see some good battles today, but got about a minute left here. Who are you picking for the pole?
Well, Matt Kleinschmidt, that's a pretty impressive lap. So if he can put that up in qualifying, then he's gonna be tough to beat tonight.
I'm gonna go ahead and pick Spencer Tart. I don't know if he can go out there and run that lap over and over and over, then Kleinschmidt might be able to do it again. But if that was a one and done, hopefully Tart can go out there and do it.
I'm looking through Spencer's his lap times over. He's run 104 laps in this practice session. His next best lap is in the 20:38 range. He was able to run a 21:76. He's certainly hoping for some redemption tonight after his issues on pit road last night.
Oh man, 59 was coming out pit road and the 14 hit the wall there toward the end of practice. That was pretty interesting to look at.
Here we go. Practice is officially coming to a close. And these guys will have 5 minutes to make a lap. And you certainly want to make some kind of lap here, because you don't want to have to start from pit road at Martinsville, because you'll be a lap down right off the bat, having to start under penalty.
Well, we're on board, right? Well, not on board, but we're watching the 59 go out here and post his lap. See if he can do the same thing here. Try to flip in between them and Tart.
See him riding just about a half lane off the curb. Floating it in, getting it down to the bottom. Let's see what the time is. 21:04. Wow. Well, I told you, Daniel, if he can make that kind of lap.
I think this one might be a little faster.
Now, that's impressive right there.
Did he get faster?
20.104.
Yeah, Yeah, he did. He knocked it down a tenth, man. That's impressive. Tart went out there and ran 5 thousandths faster. Matt Kleinschmidt's one to reckon with out here. I'll tell you that. Good call. Good call.
It looks like Chris Torrance is playing the strategy of running in the back for a while. So I just saw him literally coasting down the back stretch at not even half speed. I mean, I'm sure his strategy is definitely going to be ride for, say, 140 laps and then step on it the last 35.
Well, I believe everybody has posted a qualifying time. Oh, no, the 53 still has yet to go.
Casey Drake is still hasn't gone yet.
You know, not posting a qualifying lap is a pretty harsh penalty at a track like this. They've actually dropped it from lap down penalty to where now it's a hold for 30-second on pit road. So, lap times here, what, 20 seconds piece. So you're definitely going down almost 3 laps if you don't post a lap.
It's pretty much a death wish if you choose not to qualify.
Here's somebody on track. That's Casey Drake. It's like Aaron Brown's still sitting on pit road.
And didn't look like Casey Drake got off turn 4 that great. He's pushing up in the middle of the corner. Let's see how he gets into turn 3. Pretty smooth right around the yellow curb. And right now he's the slowest of the drivers who have actually put up a legit lap. Oh, he came close to hitting the wall off turn 4. Let's see the second lap. Man, not that much better. I mean, we have seen some races at Martinsville won in the very back, I believe. Kurt Busch in 2002, I think, he started like 36th and won. So it can be done, but these guys have show a lot of patience and moxie to get there first.
It's true. Looks like the 53 and the 82 are not gonna put a time up if they're having some type of connection issues. So
I believe, I see Chris James just connected. That was kind of bad timing there. All right, so that's officially Matt Kleinschmidt is the pole sitter.
why don't you go ahead and grab him, Taylor?
I'm gonna try to find him. I can't find him on here for some reason.
I got him, bud. Hey, Matt, this is Dan. How you doing?
Not too bad.
Congratulations on your pole. How do you feel tonight?
Well, pretty nervous now. I didn't think I'd be this fast.
Well, I mean, at least you're fast and not slow, right?
Yeah, I guess that's a good thing.
So hopefully you can go out there and get a little bit of space on the 28 and keep it off the wall. Does the truck tighten up a little bit? The rest of everyone says it's kind of getting a little snug. How do you feel?
Yeah, it gets a little tight. I think early. You need to get some space and early on in the run. I think everything will be spaced out. I don't think people will be able to gain on anybody. So gaining space early is pretty important here.
Yeah, 10-4. What's the pit window? When do you think you're gonna pit? If you can tell us.
Yeah.
You know what? I have no idea.
All right. Well,
I've been
we'll
so
just.
focused on I've been focused on being fast and not really paid attention to that. But we'll see here in a little bit.
That's fair enough.
Well, good luck out there, and hopefully we'll be interviewing you down at the race, man.
All right. Thanks.
You're welcome.
All right, so let's go through the starting grid. Matt Kleinschmidt on the pole, Spencer Tart second, Eric Weatherholtz, Robert Armstrong, James Penn off the top 5, followed by David Wright, Ryan Brandt, Bradley Freeman, Dakota Wilkins, and Andrew Marsh, the top 10.
Kip Galloway's 11th. Jeremy Hubble will be 12th. Marvin Wingfield 13th. Bob Cunningham 14th. 15th would be William Wingfield. Jeffrey Meyer 16th. Zachary Smith 17th. Dustin Eichert 18th. Casey Drake 19th. And Aaron Brown 20th.
Chris Dorrance Jr. 21st. Chris James 22nd.
I believe that's going to round out the field. The 53 will be basically 23rd. So we'll see how everyone shapes up here. And hopefully, as they come around, pace car will be ducking in and we'll be getting the green flag.
I wonder how Ryan Branch is feeling now. When we were interviewing him a few minutes ago, he didn't seem too optimistic, but got a pretty solid qualifying run in, 7th.
Yeah, well, hopefully pace car ducks in. And now they can pretty much go whenever they want. 59's going to keep them held back. And it looks like green flag.
It's going to be really critical to get down to the bottom.
Oh, we got a little bumping back there.
Here comes Spencer Tardy. He's going to try to take the lead away from Matt Kleinschmidt. Oh, slides up and almost gets into him. Kleinschmidt will lead this first lap. Now Kleinschmidt's starting to put a little bit of distance as he was hoping for. Eric Weatherholt's in 3rd.
Ooh, Spencer Tart's right on his bumper. I think they
There
might
he
have touched a
goes.
little
Gonna
bit.
Take a dive. Kleinschmidt goes up the racetrack and he's going to drop from 1st to 3rd.
Now he's on the high side.
Maybe
He's
even
going to get
further.
freight train.
Oh, looks like he got a good drive off turn 4. He's going to slip down the 3rd behind Eric Weatherholtz. Oh, looks like David Wright got into the wall off turn 2 pretty hard. And just as we kind of expected, field pretty strung out at the start of this one.
I'm going to see if I can go back and get a replay of that pass for the
Oh,
lead there.
contact. Matt Kleinschmidt just booted Eric Weatherholtz into the corner going into turn 3. He hung on to it. Well, that was close. And caution is out. We got trouble.
Who was it? Where?
Back in turn 1 and 2. It's going to be the 19 of Marvin Wingfield involved, along with Bob Cunningham. And based on my first look at it here, it's kind of similar to what just happened with Eric Weatherholtz and Kleinschmidt at the other end of the racetrack. It's like Bob Cunningham just drove it down in there way too hard. And hit the back of Marvin Winfield and spun him out. Yeah, Bob Cunningham's got quite a bit of damage on his front end.
Yep, there it is.
Out here on lap 8. Be interesting to see what early pit strategy we might see here.
Doesn't look like anyone's pitting.
Yeah, I would think the guys in the front would stay out, which they are. Be surprised to see some guys in the back, but it doesn't look like that either.
Looks like Chris James is gonna be a lucky dog today. This caution. Probably getting one of his laps back for being not able to post a lap.
It looks like that was the only lap he's down, so it looks like he's going to be back on the lead lap.
Chris used to be in the booth, and then a couple things happened to where he's unable to be in the booth anymore. So hopefully he can come out here and put on a decent race and feel better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, trying to figure out where did he finish last night? Finished 9th in the Cup race last night.
Hey, at least caution laps around here go by pretty quick.
Yeah, that is true, especially when we don't have any lap down trucks to deal with. Other than William Wingfield now and Chris Torrance now being scored a lap down at the moment.
Looks like the lights are out on the pace car, so we will be going green.
Hey, something else I'm going to be paying attention to is when these trucks get involved in a wreck, per se, and they have to come in and pit, and as far as like how far behind the field they are, because some of these I've been watching some of these guys get caught a lap down just by the pace car coming around and putting them a lap down while they're still making their pit stop. But we're back on the green. Spencer Tart leads them off turn 2.
Oh, looks like Robert might have got a little bit of the wall.
And he's stuck up on the outside. Not sure if there's enough room there to get in front of David Wright. Nope.
Look at James
Yes,
Pandoff. Moving his way right up on there.
And Armstrong was able to get down to the bottom and maintain that 4th position.
I'm starting to hear myself.
Spencer Tardos is really strong coming off both corners in particular. Able to roll the center. As we see a pass for 2nd. Glenn Schmidt back underneath Weatherholtz. And got trouble in turn 2 again.
Casey Drake, it looks like.
Well, got 2 cautions in the first. How many laps? 15 laps now. And then Casey Drake looks like he got together with Dustin Eichert. And actually kept it from going all the way around. That was a pretty nice job of driving. But no harm, no foul for Casey. He'll come in and get some tires. Doesn't look like he's got hardly any damage. Maybe just a little on the right front.
Looks like the 7 might have just got a little hard on the brakes and pushed up.
Yeah, it looks like he locked him up. Getting in there.
Did we have any takers for pit road? No, it doesn't look like it. Looks like the
Casey
first one
Drake
to
is in.
pit.
Chris Torrance.
Looks like the first one to pits, 16 of Aaron Brown.
And the 82 of Chris James. And looking at Casey Drake and Chris James, that's what I was talking about. You see the pace car is, they can literally see the pace car in their rearview mirror while they're exiting pit road. So you don't have much time to complete your service and get damage repaired before the pace car comes around and puts you a lap down.
Yeah, I got a interesting penalty yesterday. When I was coming off pit road, I didn't notice that my information thing said stop because the pace car was there, so I blew through it and got an EOL off of that one.
Yeah, it happens sometimes. It's just obviously tough to swallow when it does happen. It's like Casey is back on pit road. I had just taken 2 the first time around to preserve some time.
Yeah, it's not so much a aerodynamic track, but at the same time, if you end up hurting the motor, that's when you need to spend some time on pit road getting it fixed.
And the field's getting 1 to go signal as we speak right now.
So I'm talking about he might end up with a penalty here.
Yeah,
Where
we
pit road
close.
was.
I'm just getting out ahead of the pace car. We'll see momentarily if he has to come down pit road for penalty stop.
Well, pace car's off.
So let's try this again.
There he goes.
Tart, boy, what a great launch Spencer Tart got right there. And Weatherholt's able to, he had Kleinschmidt clear for a second. Now Kleinschmidt fights back. But he's able to clear him off of turn 2. It'll be interesting once we get some laps on these tires.
Oh, we got
spin save. Well,
Saved it.
right there.
Was that David Wright? Oh, no, now we got another caution.
More trouble down the front stretch. Yeah, that was David Wright. He backed into the wall pretty hard. Wright was sideways through the 3 and 4 right there. He would have collected, but couldn't quite keep it under him off turn 4. And Ryan Branch got a piece of that as well. So much for these long green flag runs we were talking about before. It's 3 cautions now in the first 22 laps. Doesn't appear that the damage to Ryan Branch is too significant. Actually might help him, quite frankly, the way I'm looking at it. Get some more air to the brakes.
I don't know if it works that way.
See if he comes in. He's staying out, so he's gonna... I've got 1 taker on pit road. That's Andrew Marsh in the 91. And the free pass is going to go to William Wingfield on this caution. Come around to be 21st truck on the lead lap. So the top 10 right now, Spencer Tart the leader, Eric Weatherholt second, Matt Kleinschmidt third, Robert Armstrong fourth, and James Pandolf fifth. Bradley Freeman 6th, Dakota Wilkins in 7th. Ryan Branch, with that right front damage, stayed out on the track and is currently maintaining 8th place. Jeremy Hebel in 9th, and Jeffrey Meyer up in the top 10 for the first time. And as the field looks like they're doubling up for one to go. As I was starting to say before we had an incident involving David Wright, I'd be really curious to see as these tires wear and they get these heat cycles on these tires, see if there's any wheel spin on these restarts that might cause a problem. Very easy to do here. The pace car is off. Let's try this again. Hart holding down. And gets another good launch.
Ooh, you gotta be careful with that lane switch before the start finish
that was pretty
line.
marginal.
Hopefully there's no penalty from that.
He might. I mean, I don't think we'll see a penalty. Maybe a warning, perhaps. But yeah, that was rather pretty close right there. Now he slides up a little bit. Jeremy Hebel looks underneath Bradley Freeman. That's for the 7th position.
So he's got his nose there.
Oh, as Freeman kisses the wall of turn 2. And
This is
Hebel
your
looks
points
like
leader,
he's got a
too.
spot. Yep, he's got him clear off turn 4.
This truck still looks immaculate.
Now Kleinschmidt's all over the back of Weatherholtz. Boy, he got on the brakes hard to keep from running in the back of him, and he might lose 3rd place because of it. Well, looks like Robert Armstrong's going to give him a break for now. Boy, that had to be a tense moment. Oh, got trouble in turn 2 again. Got about 3 or 4 trucks up in the wall.
Who we got back there?
Marvin Wingfield, Kip Galloway, Zach Smith got turned around and backed into the wall pretty hard. So that's now our 4th caution. Here on lap 32, and looking at it, looks like going into turn 1. Galloway just drove in too hard again and locked him up and got into Zach Smith, turn him around. And Zach's got
Little
quite a
touchy
bit
here
of
on
damage.
the AVTO, so bear with me, guys.
Yeah, that truck is really torn up on Zach Smith. I'm looking at his from the rear chase perspective. He's got a bit of a smiley face visor on right now. I'm sure he's not smiling right now though.
So
The truck is really damaged.
right now we have looks like the top 10 drivers have yet to go down pit road. They have 35 laps on their tires. 11th place has 18 laps. 12th place has 9 laps. And then a little bit toward the back here in 15th and 16th, these guys are running around with 27 laps on their tires. From 17 back, everyone has new tires. So
All right. Yeah, I'm looking at Matt Kleinschmidt has actually made a pit stop.
yes, he did.
Yep, he's one of the only about 1 or 2 others decide to pit with him. I wonder if he's employing the strategy of trying to make it all the way the rest of the way on fuel, or if you just need an adjustment, or not sure what's going on.
Now, you might be able to make it on fuel, but I don't know about tires.
Yeah, well, you might be able to make it on fuel the way these cautions have been coming out every 5 laps or so. We've got a lot of traffic to have to slice through now. As we see Aaron Brown in the 45 truck has disconnected.
That's right on the pace car. We're getting ready to go green again. See some long green flag racing there, huh?
Yeah, that'd be nice. That's what we're hoping for anyway. Skip Galloway has scored a lap down now. He was given a DOL penalty for that last incident. Well, I believe he also got caught by the pace car as well.
Pretty good battle here for 5th. We get to it.
It looks like Eric Weatherholt's looking for the lead.
Oh! Little tap there from the 1 to the 14.
And that was close. It looks like Spencer Tart might have flipped the wall entering turn 1, trying to make that late arc into the corner that time. Robert Armstrong now all over the rear tailgate of Eric Weatherholtz for second. Klotchmet is making good use of those fresh tires as he gets by Bob Cunningham. Puts him back up into the 11th position after only 2 or 3 laps of green flag racing here after I believe he restarted 17th. Oh, contact! Casey Drake hard into the inside wall. Bob Cunningham went around as well, and we're under caution yet again. The pace car looks like he might have the best shot at victory here tonight, Daniel.
It's like the 21. Oh.
It looked like he just flat lost it out turn 2. It spun down into the path of Casey Drake.
21 got a little bit of assistance from someone there, but yeah, that's definitely you know, car's getting tight. What else can you say, right?
Yeah, I believe, looking at it back, looked like Dakota Wilkins might have touched him a little bit.
Gonna
Or,
try to pull in Spencer here real quick. Hey Spencer and Stan, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Hey man, how difficult is it out here getting a green and then having a yellow? And what's your strategy with tires?
It's definitely getting a little bit aggravating. I'm starting to be able to pull away. It feels really good, but these runs have just been so short that I just don't feel like that we can go in so early and get tires. I just don't feel like it's worth it. I think we're gonna stick out until we see some laps.
All right, man. 10-4. Good luck out there, and hopefully we can get some long green flags in.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I said Dakota Wilkins, actually. I said he was the one who touched Bob Cunningham. It was actually David Wright. I beg your pardon there, because I reading on chat that David Wright was given a NEOL penalty, so my bad on that. Yeah, it's got to be difficult especially when you're up front like Spencer. getting good restarts, pulling away, having control of the race, and then having a caution every 5 laps.
Yeah,
Really getting on his nerves.
there's
Can't-
no joy in that. Plus, you know, when you're
can't
back in the
establish a
pack
rhythm,
here,
man.
you know, like you're out here trying to get on the same strategy as the leader, and then you're having cautions all the time, so it's hard to keep your position on the restarts, you know. So hopefully I can straighten it out a little bit and keep going. I think we're getting ready to go green, ain't we? Yep, lights are out on the pace
Yes,
car.
we are. Yep, they're doubled up. About half a lap before the green.
See if we can watch this in blimp mode. Watch this awesome restart by the 28.
Yeah, he's been taking off pretty well last few times. Let's see if he can do it again.
There he goes.
Yep, there he goes. Another solid start. Oh, he just gets through the middle of the corner so well. Eric Weatherholtz is hanging with him this time, though.
Oh no, not another one.
And another crash.
Oh, it's our points leader. Let's see if we can see what happened here. The one goes into the turn. Little hard on the brake maybe. 14 doesn't see it. Little tap. Spins around. Doesn't look like much damage, if any, so... Man,
It
it's
looks
tough
like-
brake.
Yeah, looks like Jeremy got away with one there.
And he's definitely gonna go get some new tires. See if he pulls down pit road.
Yep, and already Bradley Freeman on race control has been getting the EOL penalty from race control.
Honestly, it's been so long I don't quite remember who I can and can't bring into the broadcast, so let's see if I can get in trouble here, huh?
Well,
Hey Matt, this is Dan in the booth, you got a copy?
I do.
Hey man, we just got done talking to Spencer about these go green and then get a quick yellow. How much is this weighing on you?
It kind of sucks because, you know, I pitted there and I gained, I think, 7 spots in like 2 laps. And I was hoping to get a few more, but we just keep having cautions and it's just, restarts are no fun here.
Are you experiencing any wheel spin with old tires or new tires? Does it matter?
I think the new tires helped me braking into the corner, but on the start, not really. Just on the braking in the first corner, it seems to help on the new tires. Old tires aren't very good.
Alright, Matt. Looks like you're getting ready to double up, so we'll let you get back to it.
All right.
now he's putting the fresh tires to good use right now as he's going to restart 7th.
It'll definitely be interesting to see. Really hoping we can get a green flag stretching in here. How many cautions have we had so far now?
This will be number 6 already. And we had 6 total yesterday in 250 laps. for the
Alright, so
couple.
we're gonna go green the rest of the way out then.
That's what we're hoping for anyway.
Maybe one with like 50 to go. You know, just make it interesting again. Pace car's in.
There we go. Yep, here we go again.
And he
Takes off.
pretty decent start at time. Might have got a little wheel spin. Didn't get quite a launch off there. 12's all over his bumper. And that just opened the door for the 3. They're going to be dead even coming off. No? 3 must have...
the advantage in 3.
We got a battle back there between the 74 and the 44. James Pandoff looking to get out a 5th spot in the 4th spot. Just doesn't have enough to drive coming off. Oh no, a little touch. 44 keeps it straight though.
That was a good job there.
Looks like they're gonna hold their position coming back in. Oh no, the 44 got a little too high. Looks like the 74 may beat him off. Just not enough. I think he might have the pass here. Looks like the 59's gonna take advantage of it too.
Schmidt, here he comes with his fresh tires. Back to the top 5.
It's only taken 24 laps to get back there.
That shows you just how much their tires are worth. He's going to try to go after James Pandoff now.
Well, if he can get around James, Robert, Eric, and then get a lead from Spencer, then yeah, tires are definitely going to be something to look out for. Looks like top 10 or single file. Actually, it looks like everyone spoke too soon. Everyone's thinning out. Oh no, we got a wreck. Got a car in the wall hard.
No caution yet.
Was it? The 04.
First Torrance, yeah, he's already 3 laps down. He was already having not a very good night anyway.
Yeah, he was able to eject out of there before the caution came out. Battle for the lead. Battle for the lead.
There you go. Weatherholtz is in there. Actually got credit for leading the last lap.
Looks like Robert's looking low. Oh, the 74 got a little bump. 74's gonna lose a lot of positions off that one.
Yeah, they're beating him left and right after Kleinschmidt got around him. I see James on the radio. He's not too happy about what just went down there. Of course, he is part of race control, so it's kind of not one you want to tick off as well. Now Eric Weatherholtz stretching it out on Spencer Tart. Already up to 0.8 of a second.
I've always wondered if iRacing has heat cycles on their tires. Wonder if possibly Spencer's a little bit more worn out on the heat cycle part than the rest of them.
Well, he certainly doesn't have the. He certainly hasn't shown the strength he had the first part of this race right now. He's getting pressured from Armstrong for second.
So, there's a little bit of a request, I believe. And while we're green, I'm going to go ahead and give them a shot of what they possibly want. So, welcome to your first Crank It Up, alright?
Alright, sounds good. run.
Well, that was cut short.
We got our 7th caution out.
Who was it?
I'm trying to find it. My service is deciding to act up.
Oh, I think I found it. Yeah, 21 got a little bit of help. Oh man, he hit the wall hard. You see anyone else out there that wiped out? Or was it just the 21?
Looks like just the 21. That's the second incident of the day for Bob Cunningham.
Oh, looks like the leaders went down pit road. Gonna have a race off pit road here. It looks like Dustin Eichert is gonna stay out. Tart beats him off pit road, followed by Armstrong and Schmidt in the 44. Not Schmidt, sorry. Dakota Wilkins. So, yeah, we have Dustin Eichert out there.
I think that's the first lap he's led all season.
And he only has 36 laps on his tires, so hopefully he can get a decent start and at least get a little bit of distance.
Right now.
Oh, decided to go down pit road. Just stayed out the lead a lap, I guess.
It appears so. Yeah, I was about to say that actually might not have been a bad strategy move considering it's early enough in the race to see how you can run on old tires and see if you can choose to employ that strategy later, but Becker's gonna take the safe way. At least he got a bonus point for leading the lap. So that is now...
Hey Spencer, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Hey man, you got some fresh tires on there. How do you feel about your truck right now?
Well, I haven't seen what they feel like yet, but I feel like they're going to be pretty nice. I was definitely starting to get a little bit, starting to feel those older tires, and, you know, it was definitely getting to be a little bit of a handful, but I think these fresh tires are going to be real fun.
10-4, man. Get at it.
Yes, sir.
Eric Weatherholtz didn't have a very good pit stop because he went from 1st to 5th.
And there they go. Green, green, green. Man, he gets a hell of a start.
He's getting good practice at it.
Route to 59. Everyone keeps it straight. Got a battle back here between the 12 and the 44.
They're side by side.
It's like the 12 may be able to complete the pass here if he gets a good turn. Maybe 28 might have overdrove a little bit there.
Yep, and Armstrong trying to take advantage, but Tart just so good through the middle and off the corner.
And 12's gotten around the 44. Now the 1's giving a look, possibly. Well, so far Ryan Branch is doing what he said he wanted to do. That's top 10.
Yep, despite that damage to the right front, looks like he got it, all of it fixed as best as he can. I think he's just probably riding right now. We've got about 100 laps to go. And if you don't have the truck underneath you that you need to right now, it's probably best to just log laps at this point and get down to the end. This field has gotten strung out quickly.
Well, the more distance there is between them, the less likely they're bound to run into each other.
Yeah, that is an encouraging part of that. Might get some a long green flag run here. As Robert Armstrong looks like he's trying to mount a charge on Spencer Tart.
Gap's currently 4/10, so we'll see if he can cut that. Oh, he cut that by 2/10.
Jeremy Hebel, after that spin earlier, he's worked back up into the 6th position. Yes, Tart looks like just a tick quicker than Armstrong, just about half a tenth that last lap. Now he pulls away by a full tenth this time around. Only 15 trucks on the lead lap. William Winfield in the free pass position at the moment.
Looks like Spencer Tart's getting ready to finally get to some lap traffic here.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how he negotiates through, because he's had clean air on his truck virtually this whole race. See when he catches
no.
Gotta caution.
Now who?
Oh, Dustin Eichard.
Back it up a little, see what we can see.
And the first thing I saw was Eichard sideways on the front straightaway.
Yep, got a little loose coming off the turn, and hit the inside wall, bounced back on the track, and went in reverse. That's what caused the caution.
Yeah, that was close for the leaders there. And because of that incident, he's lost a lap to the field.
Let's go ahead and see if we can grab second place real quick. Hey Robert, this is Dan in the booth. How you doing tonight?
Doing good, just trying to bide my time, make it to the end.
How good do you feel about your truck getting around that 28?
I feel pretty good. He's sliding the wheels a little bit getting into the corner, so I just got to time my pass up right. No need to force the issue right now.
10-4, you guys are getting ready to get into some lap traffic. How does that weigh on your thought process when you get around lap traffic? Do you feel that maybe they're willing to move for the 28, but not so much for you?
Yeah, so far the ones we've passed, they have gotten out the way. I've definitely got to keep an eye on my mirror because Matt has definitely been right on us too.
Alright, Robert, we wish you the best of luck out there.
Yep, hopefully I get to touch you out there. And
Yes, sir.
Now, he certainly showed that he can run with Spencer Tart. There's no doubt about that. And quite frankly, Robert Armstrong is benefiting from Spencer Tart's strong restarts because he's been able to slide down from that outside line right in behind Spencer Tart just about every time and hasn't been caught up on the high side entering turn 1.
So we currently have Spencer in first, followed by Robert, Matt Kleinschmidt in third, Eric Weatherholtz is fourth, Dakota Wilkins is fifth, Jeffrey Myers sixth, Jeremy Hebel, our points leader, is seventh, followed by Ryan Branch. David Wright has bounced back in the ninth, and Casey Drake rounds out the top 10.
Marvin Winfield 11th, James Pandoff 12th, Zach Smith 13th, 14th Kip Galloway, 15th William Winfield, 16th Andrew Marsh, the first truck a lap down.
Pace car is in.
Yep, here we go again.
28. Ooh, he took off a little earlier than he used to. Wow. But the 3 wasn't too fooled with him.
That's what you got to do as the leader. You can't go at the same time.
Right,
all
you
the
got it.
time. You got to mix them up.
Oh! 44 got a little loose from the 1 there.
Where Dakota Wilkins is,
Oh,
trouble down
no.
the front straightaway.
Who we got? Oh no, not Ryan Branch. Back up here, going
First one to
into.
go around, that was Dakota Wilkins.
Oh, they all accordion together off that that brake check, and looks like Ryan Branch got the worst end of the stick there. Watch it one more time. Now, in the left side of your screen, you're going to see the 44 check up a little bit. The 1 checks up, the 43 checks up 23, and the 51 just didn't have enough time to read the memo, so man, what a rough break.
It's just a typical chain reaction. Guys 5 trucks back paid the price. Zach Smith got some damage as well. That's the second incident that he's been involved in. Marvin Wingfield got a little bit of damage from that as well.
Hey, Casey, got a copy? Casey, this is Dan in the booth, you got a copy? Sounds like technical difficulties.
He's got a lot going on right now. Let's see. You're going to try to pull in now.
Where did he go?
Let's pull in Marvin Wingfield real quick.
Go ahead.
Hey, Marvin Wingfield, it's Taylor in the booth. You got me?
Yes, I do.
Well, that was a pretty close call out there getting through that wreck. How bad did you get much damage?
I'm not too sure. I think I got hit in the back, but I felt fine. I felt like I got through it all right. I don't think that should end the race or anything.
We've been doing a solid job running top 10, staying relatively out of trouble. Let's see. Hopefully we can interview you later with a good, after being in the top 3, perhaps.
Yes, sir. I hope that we'll talk later.
All right, good stuff. Let's get back at it.
Thank you. Y'all have a good one.
I don't think he's got. Yeah, looking at his truck now.
Hey Ryan, this is Dan in the booth, you got a copy?
Hey man, what's going on?
Hey buddy, I'm sure you're not too happy right now, but how bad's the truck, and do you think you can get back out there and salvage a finish?
Not happy in the least, man. Not a good way to end my race. Not satisfied whatsoever, but I got about 10 minutes. I'll get back out there and run what laps I can. I had a little bit of damage early. I was working through it. David Wright, I don't know. I don't appreciate the way he drove all night. Not that he's the one that caused that pile up, because it was kind of just a stack up in that corner, but he's been driving overly aggressive all evening. And then, unfortunate, the 51 just caught me there at the end.
Alright man, sucks that you're out so long, but look forward to seeing, hopefully you salvage some points out of this today.
Thanks, man.
All right, well, the green flag's back out. Start in control of this race once again as we close in on 100 laps complete.
Looks like Robert is definitely just biding his time, waiting for the 28 to burn his stuff up.
And just like he said, That is a tough break for Ryan Branch after that earlier incident, fighting his way back and was just a victim there.
Yeah, definitely a feel for him. I mean, he was out there running top 10, doing what he wanted to do, and just got caught up in something because nobody got the memo. So hopefully he can get back out there and get some points and move on, and maybe we'll see him win Milwaukee. That'd be great to see.
And he's certainly gonna try to get back out there if all possible because of the bonus points of simply finishing the race, getting 5 extra bonus points. Only down to 11 trucks on the lead lap.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of them out there with some substantial damage now, so that'll be the Tart Armstrong show and the Armstrong 125 here.
Yep. Pretty much the only trucks that look relatively clean are the ones at the front of this field. Jeremy Hebel has made his way back up into the top 5, our points leader, after getting spun early.
I bet you know he's probably happy about being back in the top 5. And now in the Cup Series, they spread it out a little bit between 1st, 2nd, and 5th. Actually, I think the Grand National Series they're spread out quite a bit too. But these trucks, man, they're not really able to get away from each other as easily.
Yeah, it's a tight battle. It's going to be that way likely throughout the rest of the season up to the cutoff point for the playoffs. It looks like Robert Armstrong, he's cut the lead down to 4/10 of a second. And the weather holds all over him. Basically, the top 5 is practically broken away from the rest of the pack. And Armstrong just slowly but surely eating into that lead. Looks like Spencer Tar might have had his hands full coming through 3 and 4 last time.
It looks like the 3's finally able to get a lot closer than he has been. Oh, we got a car and truck in the wall. Don't know who that was.
Still green.
Bounced off the inside wall. Guess we'll find out when they go down pit road. If they go down pit road. Armstrong is he's getting closer and closer. You know he wants it. Oh, now we got a caution. Whoever it was disconnected.
Isn't that I believe that's our 10th caution, isn't it?
I don't
Lost
know.
track.
Who was it?
Trying to find out. My internet's being dumb.
Well, leaders are in pit road. I can't find it, so if you find it, let us know what happened and go from there. Looks like everyone in the top 10's coming down pit road and get some tires. Can't have any mistakes on pit road. It's never good.
Yes, critical point right here.
And these guys are only allowed to drive in, I believe, 3 boxes and out 2. So they have to be really careful on how they're getting in and out of their stall. And technically we're supposed to get all the way to the far right, but we'll see what happens here. Looks like 28, 3 are off pit road, followed by the 12 and the 59. So they came in pretty much the same as they're going out.
Yep, and Spencer Tarr is practically just...
Look at that. Eric Weatherholtz had a 13.6 second stop, man. He was perfect in that box.
He's going to be right on the rear deck lid of Spencer Tarr for this restart. And
yeah, out of the top.
He certainly has the short run speed earlier when he took the lead after a couple of laps after an earlier restart.
After the top, the pit stop, the top 5, Eric had a 13.7. Spencer Tarr had a 14.5. Robert Armstrong a 14.7. Klein Schmidt had a 15.1, and Hebel had a 15.2. So Eric was really good on getting in and out of his box.
Any spots you can gain on pit road here in Martinsville is a big bonus. You got one to go yet?
I believe we may be getting ready to stack them up real quick, yeah. Yeah, we're double filing, so get ready to head back green.
Spencer's
and
been...
for those of you at home wondering where Ryan is, he is back on the track. Currently 17th spot, 14 laps down.
He's just basically logging laps to the finish right now. And
another great restart by the 28. Oh, the 3! I think he overdrove a little bit. He's going to be able to salvage third. Man.
and that was intense right there.
I thought they were going to be 3 wide coming out of 2 there. Just got to calm back down. Oh, no.
On the inside of Matt Kleinschmidt.
Tart ended up overdriving a little bit, just like the 3. Now we have a battle between the 28 and the 12 for the lead. Another battle for 5th back there. Looks like Hebel's finally got around him. And looks like Tart will clear the 12 of Weatherholtz.
Oh.
Oh, we got a caution. Oh, no.
Kleinschmidt, I believe.
Hard into the wall. Let's see if we can see the replay of that.
Oh, man, 51 just barely got around him up on the high side.
Going down in the corner. Looks like, the 74 locked up a little bit. Man, that was a hard hit. Hopefully this car is not too damaged.
Yep, just got him in the left rear. And it's a rough deal there. I bet it's a little awkward for Mark Vega right now, having to call out his fellow race control partner, James Pandoff, and putting him to the end of the longest line.
Yeah, I've been in that position on Mondays. It's not really the funnest when you have to give a penalty to your race control buddies. Well, and I don't know if I want to do this, but I'm going to do it. Hang tight. Hey Matt, this is Dan in the booth. I'm pretty sure you're a little upset here. If you want to get thrown back in to your team, let me know, but how do you feel?
It's just part of it. Just trying to race hard and get spots, and it happens.
Looks like you're get ready to go down pit road. How's the truck feel?
I don't think it was retaliation for what I did earlier to him. It's just hard racing.
Yeah, it looks like, honestly, from the replay, it looks like he drove in there, got a little too hard on the brakes, and just slid up into you. Looks like you had a pretty hard hit on the wall there. What do you think the truck's going to be like?
It was a little slow. I had some front end damage from hitting them earlier, so we'll see here. I think it'll be all right.
All right, Matt. Hopefully you can get back out there and salvage top 10. We'll put you back in your group.
All right, thanks.
I gotta give him credit there. He was a lot calmer than I would have been if I was in that situation.
I'm telling you, man, like, I was a little scared of pulling him in, honestly. You know, I was getting ready to throw him back out real quick. But he sounds like he's from the south, so typically the southern population, it takes a lot for them to get pretty pissed, you know?
Yeah. That's a bit. And looking at the leaderboard right now, Eric Weatherholtz was ruled to be ahead of Spencer Tart for the race lead as the caution came out. So Weatherholtz will have control of this restart.
It's gonna be interesting to see what Tart can do on the outside. He hasn't been in this position all race yet, has he?
Yep. Oh, only on the initial start. Started second. Let's see what kind of launch Weatherholtz gets as the control car. The pace car is off.
You got a pretty... Oh, looks like the 28 might have missed a gear or something.
There comes Jeremy Hebel trying to... Oh, contact! Wingfield. Got knocked up into the wall. No caution.
They're still going?
It was William Wingfield that got knocked up into the wall there. Should mention that Jeff Meyer was the beneficiary of the free pass with the last caution. Right now, 12 trucks on the lead lap. As the front four appear, looks like they're trying to break away.
It looks like Eric's getting a heck of a lead off of Armstrong right now. Oh, Armstrong's able to close it back up.
Oh, he is really getting into the corner really good. The Weatherholtz is getting off good.
Yeah, but if you can roll that turn a lot better than the guy ahead of you.
Tart looked like he locked the brakes up, and looks like it's going to cost him third place as here comes Hebel. No, oops, able to get back in front of him. Oh, Jeremy gives him a little shot, saying I'm here. And David Wright. He just got passed by Kleinschmidt. He's back up to fifth already.
We got another caution. Handoff. See if we can figure out what happened. Looks like, oh, here we go. We're going down the front stretch in the turn one. Wow, he drives in really hard, locks up the brakes, hits the 83. Oh man, the 82 got involved. 51, 44.
He got hung up on the wall for a minute there. And
and then he backs into the 44. Good lord. The 28 stayed out of it. Luckily the leaders were able to get through without damaging their trucks.
And that was a lot closer than they would have liked for sure.
Man.
The leaders. Certainly, because remember what we saw last night in that race ending caution, what happened to John Theodore when he was running third and had a truck spin in front of him, or a car spin in front of him. And
hey Eric, this is Dan in the booth. How you feel?
I'm feeling pretty good. How about you guys?
Well, not too bad, man. It's actually pretty interesting to watch you guys out here running as hard as you are. It sucks you guys can't get a long green flag running there, but how do you feel of your chances to win here? Do you think the 28's going to get back up to you?
Well, I don't know if y'all know this or not, but me and Spencer are teammates, so honestly, as long as one of us gets a win, I'm pretty happy. But obviously, when we get down to 10 laps, it's we're going to try to finish 1-2 no matter what.
Yeah, I've been pulling you out of that that race team the whole the whole night. So we were just trying to figure out if you're gonna be like Rusty Wallace, Ryan Newman teammates, or you're gonna knock each other out of the lead, or if you're really good friends with each other. So.
Oh no, we're definitely not gonna rough each other up that much. But we did make a pact that if it gets to 10 to go and we're 1-2, bumpers might get used.
All right, we'll be looking forward to seeing that one.
Yeah, as of especially with the 3, and it looks like Hebel's starting to catch up with us too. So I definitely got to keep my eye on them too.
Yeah, we'll see what you guys have. You're all on the same tires, so hopefully you guys save some.
I've been doing that all night.
10-4, man. Have a good race.
Appreciate it, guys. Y'all have fun.
Well, they've got a good shot at it.
Oh no. There he is. If you're not really careful on where you're dragging and dropping people, they end up in the weirdest spots, so. Here we go. Pace car is in. Oh, he's hanging him. Green, green, green. Not too much. Hopefully that 3 can get down. No.
Weatherholtz, he was doing the same thing Spencer Tart did. Almost came up into the outside lane a little too soon.
28 and a 3 almost.
Oh! Down the back straightaway.
Caution?
Tell who that was.
And they are driving like. Oh my goodness. Let's go back to the leader.
Jeffrey Meyer got turned around on the backstretch, no caution. Now he actually didn't completely go around. He saved it, but he lost a ton of spots.
Wow. What a lead he has right now. Almost a second ahead. See if the 3 can eat it up a little bit.
Armstrong's under fire right now from Spencer Tart, and Hebel is closing in on him. And how about Kleinschmidt after that wreck a minute ago with James Pandoff? He's already back up to 5th and looking for more.
Well, that's when you know you're fast, when you can get wrecked and get right back up to the front without a problem. And 28 drove way hard.
Oh, are they going to be 3 wide? Oh,
not quite.
Almost.
Almost.
They were thinking about it.
And he was super hard on the brakes.
Well, Kleinschmidt had to lock him up to keep from getting in the Hebel that time.
It looks like the 3 of Robert Armstrong is closing the gap again.
Back down to half a second.
You know, I'm kind of afraid if he ends up in the lead and caution comes out, if he'll be able to stay in the lead, because it usually takes him about, what, 3 or 4 laps to start closing back up on first.
You never know.
These guys have been out here for 140 laps. Well, we got 35 to go.
35 to go, 140 complete, and I believe 12 cautions. How about that?
I think the cautions are a little bit more than what we would expect, but I'll tell you what, man.
It's still been action-packed.
The racing's been intense, yes.
Weatherholtz is getting really good drive. Hoff, oh, that was Spencer Tart got really sideways off turn 4 last time.
Let's see if we can see that real quick. Oh yeah, he was showing the door numbers of the 1.
Yeah, if you can see the right side door number down the straightaway, that's not a good thing. That was a heck of a job.
He's gonna lose again.
Yeah, he needs a caution, I believe. Spencer does. Looks like his handle's starting to fall off on him. Oh, contact with the leader!
Man, they caught up the lap traffic fast. Here might be the 3's chance.
Oh, Chris Torrance. Oh, he knocks Weatherholtz up the track.
He's blinking a little bit. Oh, Lord.
Wow, that was insane.
Looks like Tart Hebel and Kleinschmidt are going to be able to get through it.
Looks like Weatherholtz has got some damage to both corners on his truck. Boy, wonder what his heart rate is right now.
Well, I don't know if it's the heart rate as much as the anger level.
He might be a little irritated with these lap trucks.
Yeah, especially if you're already a lap down, man. You just get out of the way. If you're fighting to stay in the lead lap, all right, I can see you fighting with me, but if you're a lap down, move out of the way.
Well, Armstrong he's taking advantage of this. He's right on the tailgate of Eric Weatherholtz.
It looks like Heppel was getting ready to look inside of the 28 too.
Jeffrey Meyer up ahead, the race leader about maybe a second or so.
Oh,
and
caution
out again.
It would be.
I'm looking for it. It looks like William Winfield again got in trouble. David Wright. And Dustin Hiker did a nice job to...
Oh, that doesn't look good. Hopefully, it's like
David
the 83 is getting ready to blow up too. We'll take one more look at it, and we'll let you guys at home be the judge of what happened. I'm not gonna say anything. I don't even want to go there. Man, that was a hard hit. Looks like the leaders are gonna stay out, huh? Casey Drake gets a lap back.
Yep, he'll be the 11th truck on the lead lap. Coming back around. And looks like David's finally caught it tonight.
Yeah, I think his truck was totaled after that accident there.
Well, so actually, it'll still be in on the lead lap.
One thing you got to be worried about here is if you end up in too many cautions, race control actually asks you to park your truck. So hopefully that wasn't the third strike. I'm gonna say that his truck was too damaged engine-wise, but man, I haven't seen anyone get parked in this series or in this league ever. So
even if it wasn't the third time he was at fault, that truck was still pretty killed anyway.
And talking about killed trucks, you see Ryan's truck lately? I think it's just worse for wear, man. I think the only straight side on that's the roof panel.
Yep. And the roof number, that's about it.
Yeah, the 12 has some pretty nice damage there that you're talking about. Hopefully that doesn't affect it too much.
Got into William Winfield there. As I believe getting one to go here. I believe so. Yep, we're half a lap away from the restart. It's going to be 23 to go when we get back racing.
Those laps go by really quick here too. Pace car's in. See the 12 and 28, they're teammates, remember that. Probably getting ready, time to go. 12 gets a really nice jump. 3 doesn't.
Oh,
He
Armstrong
wasn't.
staying with him.
Oh, don't overdrive it, Armstrong.
He stay on his quarter panel. Yes, he does. Here he comes. Trying to make the outside work. He's dead even with him in turns 3 and 4.
Yeah, it's time to go now, boys. It's time to go. He leads that lap too.
Yep. He had the advantage by about half a bumper. Oh, we drove in too hard
Oh
that
no,
time.
3 wide. They were almost 3 wide there.
Here comes Tart. Trying to fill the gap.
Little tap possibly. They are 3 wide right now.
Now they're 3 wide. Somebody's got to give.
Looks like the 1 gave. Smart move by the 1.
Our move as the points leader.
It looks like the 3's gonna battle back against the 28 there.
Meanwhile, Eric Weatherholtz is loving this.
Oh, they touch!
Boy, Tart overdrove big time.
Oh no. Now I kind of want to see a caution, let these guys catch back up to each other.
And Eric Weatherholtz does not want to see a caution.
No, he doesn't, but I do.
He's built up a second lead while those guys were. Oh, the caution's going to come out.
Oh no! I feel kind of bad about that one.
That was the 19 of Marvin Wingfield going around off Jeff Meyer. Like Jeff Meyer might have clipped the curb as he entered turn 3 underneath the 19. Looked like it was a pretty harmless spin though.
Oh, until the 61 hit him. Good lord.
Yeah, I see that now. Andrew Marsh in the 61.
Looks like the leaders are gonna
Kip Galloway in the 61, excuse me.
stay out. Yeah. Leaders are gonna stay out. Let's see how quick we can do here. Eric's in first, so hang on. Hey Eric, this is Dane in the booth. Any quick words of advice out there?
I don't know. I'm trying to make up my mind up. If I can build another second gap like that, I want it to stay green. If not, then I'm cool with the cautions till it ends.
Alright, buddy, good luck.
Appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, his range of emotions has been quite...
Hey Spencer, this is Dan in the booth. Any quick words of wisdom out there?
Well, my mic is cutting out right now. I've completely lost sound, so I'm running without sound and I'm locking up. So, yeah, this is interesting.
Well, good luck. I hope you can make it, bud.
Oh, me too.
And real quick, we're gonna grab Robert. Hey, Robert, this is Dan in the booth. Hey, any quick words of wisdom out there?
Yeah, it's getting tight now. Got a little door slam right there, but I think I'll be okay.
Alright, buddy, I hope you get back up there. This is awesome to watch, man.
I thought I was going to be able to make that outside work, but I couldn't quite clear the 12 car.
Well, he did for a bit. He actually led a lap there. Made it work for a little bit.
Yeah, try to get them bonus points, and hopefully I get a good finish out this thing.
Alright, man, we'll be looking forward to the finish. Well, I tell you, these guys are freaking driving it hard.
We're now down to 9 trucks on the lead lap as Marvin Winfield, after getting spun, lost a lap on pit road.
Jeremy, this is Dan in the booth. Got a quick copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, I'm gonna give you the chance I gave the other 3 out there. Any quick words of advice before you go green?
I hope I can come out the other end in one piece.
Alright, buddy, good luck.
Thanks.
That's all you need to know.
I'll tell you, man.
Things are going to get wild on this restart.
I'm looking forward to it. The pace car's in.
Here we go.
Oh! The 3 went before the 28.
Here comes Hebel.
They keep it straight. They keep it straight.
Tart is hung up on the outside.
Looks like the 3's gonna get the inside. Oh, the 1 is
Now
looking on the
Hebel's
outside.
He's going to try to make the outside work. Thinks better of it. Coming to 12 laps to go.
Man, this is the hardest. Oh
There goes Armstrong.
He saved it.
Oh, and now Kleischman and him get together.
Oh!
There they go.
Ow!
Oh,
Oh no!
My gosh.
Oh man.
Well, what a sequence of events right there.
He's stuck in the wall too, man. That was a hard hit. I hope he's okay. Good lord.
Casey Drake got a good piece of that. He's stuck in the wall as well.
inside 28. Little hot in. 3 saves it. Ends up getting a little loose. Hits the 59. Goes up and man. 3 trucks just hard in the wall.
Man, that's too bad for Robert Armstrong. You do have a really solid race.
He's still sitting there too.
Yeah, I'm afraid he's gonna have to tow out of there.
Yeah, there's no way you can get out of there.
Wow, what a sequence of events. Now we're gonna be down to he's now towing. So we're now down to 7 trucks on the lead lap.
Hey Robert, I'm pretty sure you're really not too happy there. If you want, we can let you go. Calm down a little bit. Otherwise, and that was a hell of a race you had there. Really hoping to see you battle it out. How do you feel?
Yeah, that's kind of tough there when I raced everybody clean. I ran behind him for 50 laps at least when he was in the lead. Had an opportunity to dive by him and beat on him, and I raced him clean. And then he door slammed me, and then right there he just ran over top of me. There was no need for it.
Yeah, it's definitely not a good way to end a race for someone like that. So, man, was really hoping to interview you in a different way. So hopefully we'll see you next week. Or I'm sorry, not next week, but the week after. And where are we going? Gateway, Iowa,
Milwaukee.
Yeah, that was tough. I almost had it saved, and then somebody was coming on the outside, nowhere for them to go.
Yeah, man, that was a hard hit. I haven't seen anyone get stuck in a fence here. I've seen it happen on a lot of short tracks, but never here. So we'll let you go, man, and tough break.
Yeah, no problem. It was fun, though. It was fun.
Oh, it was a blast to watch it.
And there was going to be some hot tempers over that one.
Yeah, but again, that's another guy we interviewed that was able to keep it cool for the viewers, and that's respectable. That gets you fans, man.
Yeah, I mean, he certainly, you could tell he was obviously upset with what just happened, but he still kept it relatively calm. As we're doubling up, it looks like. And it's going to be 6 laps to go when we get this green flag. Probably going to be the last restart of the night.
Yeah, I don't see him going back green if they mess up here. So looks like Spencer Tart ended up getting a EOL. So
Yep, he did. He's going to be restarting, well, in 6th position, but I'll be at the back of the field.
right,
See what
so
Weather Holtz can do. Oh, he gets a solid start.
man,
That was close again, moving up into the outside lane. Here comes Devil. Devil making a charge into turn 3.
are we gonna see the bump and run?
Very well might.
He tapped him.
He's giving him the bump and run on the straightaway.
Oh, hard wreck. I think that's the race.
Oh.
Oh my god. Who was that?
That was Kip Galloway in the 61. Oh boy, that was... He and Jeffrey Meyer got together.
And he hit the part of the wall that doesn't have a safer barrier either.
That's too bad. Kip had gotten his way back up to 4th.
Oh no. Alright guys, go ahead and watch the 50 car. And again, I'm gonna let you guys be the judge of what happened. I ain't saying nothing.
Yeah, we'll let the, as Larry Mack likes to say, we'll let the pictures tell the tale.
Yeah, they told the tale there, I'll tell you that. Man. I don't know. If they go back green, it's gonna be a 1-lap shootout.
It's gonna be
maybe 2 to
marginal.
go? See, I'll have to let the lucky dog go by, and then looks like the 14's the lucky dog here, and I'll have the lap down cars will pit here. Yeah, I don't see him going back green, man.
Well,
If they do, it'll be a one-lapper. And you know if it's a one-lapper, we're going to see some nasty
well,
stuff.
folks, this race has certainly been, the price of admission has certainly been paid off tonight.
I'm telling you, dude.
Man, what a show. So this would be 2 to go, so they would have to double up right now.
How many cautions is this?
I've lost track, bud.
So I think we've had a caution every 20 laps, at least.
This might be, I don't know, 15?
Yikes. But at the same time, this is the biggest lobby we've had all week. So 30 drivers registering for this one, opposed to I think 22 for the Cup and maybe 18 for the Grand National Series.
Yeah, that's true, and, well, yep, the white flag is out, and this looks like it's going to finish under caution, so Eric Weatherholtz will be your winner. Jeremy Hebel second, Matt Kleinschmidt third, Jeffrey Meyer fourth, and Spencer Tart the top 5.
Man, oh man, what a race!
We're going to need a week off for Easter after that one.
Let's go ahead and grab Hebel. Where did he go? Hebel. I found him.
Ooh,
I got him. Jeremy Hebel. This is Dan and Taylor in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Hey, buddy. Unfortunate to finish under yellow. You did start third, came back, finished second. How do you feel?
Considering how I felt I was behind the 8 ball pretty bad.
I'm
After
sorry.
I got spun there.
You started 12th and finished second. I was looking at the wrong
Yep.
info.
That's all right. Yeah, after I got spun there in about the middle of the race, I kind of felt a little bleak about the outcome, trying to get back up there. But thankfully, used a little bit of pit strategy, grabbing 2 tires when the leaders finally decided to pit, and that kind of got me back up where I needed to be, and just kind of made my way through everything that happened, and was around at the end. And unfortunately, that yellow came out and really, kind of I think stole that one from me, but that's all right.
Hey, though, second, it's a great points day for you. So, any shout outs you want to give out?
Yeah, I just want to say congrats to Eric for winning the race. Shout out to my teammates Dakota and Andrew. Dakota's been having some bad luck here in these races, so hopefully you could be interviewing him pretty soon for something good instead of something bad.
Yeah, definitely. Growing pains for sure.
Yep.
Thanks a lot, Jeremy. Have a good night.
Hey, thank you too.
All right. Why don't we go ahead and grab Eric? Oh, it looks like he beat up the truck a little more, celebrating.
Yeah, I'm sure, well.
Hey, Eric, congratulations on your victory. How you feel?
Oh man, I'm very tired now.
Man, you beat up the truck on the celebration. What happened?
That was just me being stupid. I was trying to get it spun around real quick. The tires are not as worn as I thought they would be.
Oh, we're gonna get it out there for the viewers to see. And it sucks that you had to finish under caution though. But how do you? I mean, you got to win, so I believe you get that playoff point, right? Are you in this for points?
Absolutely, I am. And honestly, I'm not complaining one bit about being under caution because I think, I could be wrong, but I think Jeremy behind me, I think he had fresh tires. So I don't think I would have held him off for 10 laps. But, oh man, it was a ton of fun, that's for sure.
Yeah, it looks like you had 63 laps on your tires, and Jeremy only had 26.
Yep, that would explain it then. I had a feeling he had way fresher tires than me.
Yeah. Any shout outs you want to give out, bud?
Well, first and foremost, I got to shout out to Spencer, my teammate. Me and him were communicating great all night long, making sure even on every restart, we felt like the Joe Gibbs cars, man. We were just trying to make sure we were 1 and 2 after every restart. And obviously, you guys, man, y'all put on some great broadcasts. I love watching them if I'm not in the race. Winona Road for sponsoring, of course, and just all the guys that were running up front, up in the top 6 or 7 or whatever it was, making it clean, man. It was a lot of fun up front. Obviously, all the cautions, I don't know what was going on in the back.
Yeah, it's just a whole bunch of. I mean, you go ahead and watch the broadcast. You call it how you want to call it. I've been letting the viewers, call how they wanted to call it the whole time. So, congratulations on your victory, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yes, sir. I'm ready for the next short track already.
Hey, Matt, it's Taylor in the booth. You got me?
I do.
Well, how about that finish? You got in that wreck earlier and still managed to come back and finish third.
Yeah, I completely screwed up on the start of the race. I had the pole and just overdrove the first few corners and kind of got back in the pack a little bit, and then got wrecked and went to the back after pitting and got wrecked a few times, and I can't believe I got back up to third.
Well, you sure put on a great show for everybody watching. You want to give a quick shout out to anybody?
Just the Winona Road Truck Series, or Winona Road for putting on or sponsoring, and everybody that does the admins, and you guys for broadcasting, and Bad Boys Racing. Jeffrey Meyer finished 4th tonight, and I think that might have been his best finish. So we did pretty good.
That's some good stuff, man. Take care. Have a good night, and happy Easter to you and your family.
All right, thanks. Same to you.
Oh, thanks, man.
You got Jeffrey Meyer. I got him. Hang on.
No.
Hey, Jeffrey Meyer. This is Dan and Taylor in the booth. How do you feel?
I feel really good.
And fourth position. You started 16th. Tell us how it was to drive out there, work your way through all those cautions.
It was a lot of work. I had to do it numerous times. I got put in the back. I bumped somebody and spun them. I got spun a few times. It was. I had a lot of forward to backward type deal all day, and I was surprised I finished 4th.
It's definitely a heck of a job rebounding. Are you in this for points?
Yes, I am.
Well, at least you got some good points, right?
Yeah, I had a bad start at Daytona, so I'm kind of working my way back up into the top 10.
10-4. Any shout outs you want to give out tonight?
Oh, thanks to all the league admins. Did a great job. Congratulations to my teammate Matt for 3rd place.
All right, bud. Have a good night.
All right, thanks.
Yep, that should move Jeff up in the top 10 in points. He was 11th and only 2 behind Andrew Marsh. So, yeah, that should move him up into the top 10.
Hey, Spencer. Dan and Taylor in the booth. Started 2nd. We're up there all day in the top 3, and then a little bit of a mishap there. Ended up having to go all the way to the back of the field, and then you're able to finish 5th. How do you feel tonight?
Definitely the car to beat tonight, I think. I lost game sound completely at about lap 120 or something like that, and I couldn't hear anything, so I didn't know when I was locking the brakes. And it's really important to have sound, especially at tracks like this, and to have no game sound was terrible. I just had to do what I could do and I felt really bad about Rick and Armstrong. I didn't mean to. I didn't even know if I locked them or not, because that's one problem of not having sound.
Yeah, definitely. I always hated it when I was living at home with the parents and they told me to turn it down. It's hard to hear what you need to do.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. I guess my Astros just disconnected or something happened, but it is what it is. It's just I feel like I lose a race in every way that you can think of, and I can be the best car on the track.
It's definitely hard to swallow it, but you get a week off, and then you get to go to where are we going again, Taylor?
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee. Yeah, I'm so bad at that. But Milwaukee and Martinsville, they kind of resemble each other in a sense. So hopefully you can go there and have a victory, huh?
Yeah, definitely want that first victory. I just want to get into. I need to get that playoff point, and it'll make things a lot easier from there. I feel like.
Well, you certainly did make a lot of gain in the point standing tonight. Led a lot of laps and had a top 5 after entering 13th. It should move you up quite a bit.
Yeah, I hope so. It was a pretty good point standing night. I guess.
Any shout outs you want to give out, Spencer?
Oh yeah, I got to thank Armstrong Racing for sponsoring this race again. Got to thank the Winona Truck Series. Got to thank everybody for broadcasting it. You guys do a stellar job. I got to thank my family for understanding and letting me do this. I thank you, everybody.
You're welcome, bud. Have a wonderful night, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a great night.
Yep, happy Easter to you and your family too, bud. Happy.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and pick a driver, and then I'll let you pick a driver, and then we'll close it out. How's that?
All right.
See if he's around here. Hey, James Pandoff. This is Dan Hallis in the booth. How do you feel?
I've been better. I had a pretty strong car all night, and just a couple stupid mistakes on my end ruined it, and I feel bad for those guys that I got involved in the wrecks and myself.
Yeah, you started fifth. You were up there for quite a bit. What exactly happened to start making you fall back there?
Um, I don't know. It just seemed like mistake after mistake just threw me in the back. And then after the first incident, just the traffic, just I couldn't find a clear lane to get myself back up front, and I just ended up hitting someone again and cost my engine. So I had to repair. I believe it was 2.5 minutes, and I just rode around to finish off the race.
Gotcha. As the owner of the league, how do you feel about tonight's race? Like, man, there are definitely quite a bit of cautions, but we had a lot of drivers here, so you think it was a pretty decent race in a sense?
Well, I mean, compared to the Daytona, Atlanta, and Las Vegas races, this was a little worse, but the talent we have in the series and the league as a whole is phenomenal. So this is just a little, a little mess, but we're gonna rebound and be better than ever next week.
At 10-4, we were talking that the next track and this track are almost identical, so hopefully we'll see you out there with a possible win, huh?
Yeah, I'm hoping. I do gotta practice a little bit at the track, but it is a bit bigger. I think we'll be all right. And then for the Cup and Xfinity, I'm sorry, Grand National Series, we'll be at Texas, and that'll be uh, quite a bit of fun, pretty fast. Um,
10-4, James. Any shout outs you want to give out tonight?
Yeah, first of all, I'd like to thank you guys and everybody at DRL TV. You guys putting on these broadcasts and what's putting our name out there and showing off everybody's talent in this league. I'd also like to thank Robert Armstrong and Armstrong Racing for sponsoring tonight's event, and all the admins who helped this league become what it is today. Without any of them, we would not be here at this level, and we hope to continue growing as the season progresses.
Thank you, James, and see you next, well, not next week, but in 2 weeks. Have a wonderful night, sir.
Thank you very much. You too.
All right, Taylor, who are you bringing in?
I had to replug in my laptop real quick. I'm gonna bring in. Well, I was gonna bring in Kip Trying to bring in Kip Galloway.
See if I can find him for you.
It's not letting me.
Oh,
I'm bringing Marvin Winfield.
all right.
Oops, wrong button. Here we go. Hey, Marvin, it's Taylor. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, you're pretty action-packed, but you come away with a solid 6th place finish tonight.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy about it. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of banging and bashing, and I couldn't seem to work my way up to the front. And I'm glad that I got up there at the end. It was a lot of fun.
And it was typical Martinsville. So, any quick shout-outs you want to give before we go off the air?
Yeah, to piggyback on what James said, I want to thank the broadcast team, and you'll do a great job. And I want to give a special shout out to my brother. He's deployed to Japan. He'll be coming home soon. He's been gone for several months, and he'll be joining this league in the next couple of weeks. So I look forward to seeing him. You know.
Excellent. What branch did you serve in?
He's currently in the Navy.
Oh, that's the best one.
Yes.
Hey, man, I was in the Navy for 4.5 years.
Excellent, man. All
Yeah,
right.
but you'll have a good night, and it was a lot of fun, and we'll see y'all in a couple of weeks.
Yep, thanks, man.
All right, Taylor. Go ahead and run through the results real quick. Looks like tonight Eric Weatherholtz will be the winner, led 66 laps. Jeremy Hebel finished second, no laps led. Gonna hurt the points just a little bit, but not too bad. Matt Kleinschmidt finishes third with 2 laps led, so he got some bonus points there. Fourth is Jeremy Meyer, no laps. Fifth, Spencer Tart, 104. Marvin Wingfield finishes 6th. 7th, Kip Galloway. 8th, Bradley Freeman. Dustin Eichert finishes 9th. Chris James will finish 10th. And Dustin did lead a lap, so he'll get some bonus points.
Yep, under the caution. Andrew Marsh comes home 11th tonight. Casey Drake 12th. Robert Armstrong in 13th. And he got credit for leading the lap. Had a great race going until that last crash. James Pandolf, who we just talked to, 14th. William Wingfield, 15th. David Wright in 16th. Ryan Branch, 17th. Bob Cunningham, 18th. Chris Torrance Jr. in 19th. And Dakota Wilkins rounds out the top 20.
Then we have Zachary Smith in 21st. Aaron Brown in 22nd. Doesn't look like Jason Schaefer was able to make any laps tonight, and our race control tonight was Mark Vega, so that's why he has no laps out there. So the next race of our current series, the Winona Truck Series, will be in 2 weeks on April 11th, 9:30 p.m. We're going to be running the Milwaukee Mile. That'll be between myself and Taylor. Hopefully you guys liked watching what we had tonight. The next broadcast will be David Wellborn on Monday, April 9th at Texas Motor Speedway in the Northeast Ohio Ghostbusters Grand National Series. Be interesting to watch them guys whip around the track. Any last words, Taylor?
Well, it was exactly the kind of show I expected. Typical Martinsville, short track beating and banging, tempers flaring, and it was action-packed to say the least.
And I'm telling you, it was a blast to watch that. Sucks that the 3 ended up as hard into the wall as he did, but it was definitely a nice battle to watch.
Yeah, that would have been pretty neat if he would have won this race, considering he and his family were sponsoring this event. That would have been pretty special as well.
Yes, indeed. All right, so credits. As always, thank you to James Pandoff and Tater Bowman for owning and running such a nice league to be a part of. Like I actually enjoy racing and I enjoy adminning and broadcasting. And it's a fun race, fun racing league. Thanks Tater Bowman for everything he does with the finances, graphics of Martin Wenzel and Jordan Gonzalez, both of them do an awesome job. Always helping out us with these broadcasts and getting the latest graphics out there. Technical, Jordan Gonzalez, Martin Wenzel. Marketing, Jordan does a lot of stuff outside of the technical and the graphics part to get us out there and get us some sponsors. So we definitely appreciate Jordan's hard work there. The broadcast, I'd like to thank Ryan Branch, myself, Taylor Butcher Benjamin, Getty Buckner, David Walborn Jr., Chris James, and Martin Wenzel. Again, Chris James will be no longer joining us. We'll be finding somebody else for David. But thank him anyway for what he did in the beginning of the season. Administration, I'd like to thank, like the league admins, if you will. Ryan Branch, David Walborn Jr., Martin Wenzel, Jordan Gonzalez, myself, Josh Coppernall, James Pandoff, and Tater Bowman. Race control for the Fastlane Cup Series is Tater Bowman. Race control for the Northeast Ohio Ghostbusters Grand National Series is myself. Admin for the Winona Road Truck Series is Ryan Branch. Race control, Mark Vega. And then, I don't know if any of you viewers are aware of this, but we are going to be having an Indy Kart series and a Dirt Car series. Broadcasts are yet to be determined. Still looking. The admin of the DRL IndyCar series is Eric Weatherholtz, and the admin of the Dynasty Racing League Dirt series is Eric Weatherholtz, with race control Spencer Tart. So hopefully we can get that stuff going and get it broadcasted to you guys so you can watch even more awesome action from the DRL. And this is myself, Daniel Hallis, saying have a awesome weekend. Hope everyone enjoys Easter, and hopefully you can kick back and relax a little bit. Taylor, any last words?
Yep, just want to thank everybody in this league. Make it and good Easter with your families.
All right, Taylor, have a wonderful night. It was a
All
pleasure
right,
broadcasting with you, and we
Yeah.
will see you next week.
All right, take care.